Hey friends, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today I have a practice for the winter solstice to share with you. So as you may know, if you're in the northern hemisphere like I am, where it's cold, we are coming up on the winter solstice. So what this means is that this is the shortest day of the year and the longest night. And so we have the most darkness today. But what that also means is the sun starts to shift and the earth starts to shift. And each day from now on will become a little bit lighter and with a little less dark as time goes on until we shift into spring. And so this is a time where we begin to welcome winter, the winter season. And for a lot of us in cold climates, especially in our society now, it might feel like these coming months are really harsh. But in fact, they are not harsh. They can be soft and quiet and peaceful in any moments that we allow ourselves some rest. And so in the natural world, this is a time where animals go to hibernate, things go underground to regenerate, and we are part of the natural world as humans. And if we honor that, we are way more likely to get through this season and come out of it ready to be reborn this spring. And so I know many of us have a lot of responsibilities, so we can't just push those aside. So, like I said, I invite you to do whatever you can in short moments that you have. So maybe there's this video or some other practices that I'll share with you at the end for you to just honor winter, honor going within, honor being peaceful, and taking time to regenerate whenever you find a few moments. And so I have this winter solstice practice to share with you. We're going to start with a mudra. So mudras are hand seals or gestures that we make with our hands. I like to call them yoga poses for our hands. So just like our yoga poses in our body invoke certain energies when we're in them, our hand mudras can also do the same. There's a lot of energy in our hands and coursing through different parts of our hands. And so today we're going to try Linga Mudra. So the way to do this is first we'll come to Anjali Mudra, our prayer hands, and we're just going to interlace all of our fingers together. Our right thumb will wrap around our left, but kind of down below a little bit further near the meteor part. We're going to let that left thumb hang out a little bit and maybe point up towards the sky. And we can just bring that towards our center of our body. Take a deep inhale here. Find your base in your feet. Roll your shoulders onto your back and maybe close your eyes down if that feels good. Just really bringing your attention and your awareness to this mudra at heart center here, or at the center of your body. Linga Mudra is a mudra for regeneration. It invokes fire energy, so it helps us especially in these cold months when it's chilly. But it can also help us with our immune system too. And so this is a really powerful mudra for this time of year. Taking a few inhales and exhales just to settle into our practice, feeling our mudra in our hands. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes, and we're going to begin keeping your hands in Linga Mudra. We're going to begin at the top of our mats. So you can bring your feet mats width distance if that feels good. Feet hips width distance if that feels good. Or you can bring them together, toes together, heels slightly apart. We're going to begin with bringing our hands above our head. So we'll inhale, keeping our hands interlaced, bringing them above the head. Inhaling here. Exhale, lengthening the spine, keeping it lengthened, but rounding the chin to the chest as our hands come forward, right in front of our body, rounding the shoulders. We'll inhale again, and this time, exhale and just rock side to side with your hands, just opening the shoulders here. Taking a nice inhale and an exhale, we'll cactus the arms down. Maybe shaking the fingers out a little bit, shaking the hands. We're going to do that a few more times. So again, interlacing the hands into Linga Mudra, the left thumb hanging out a little bit. We'll inhale, our hands will come up towards the sky. We're going to straighten our spine, engage our core here. Only go as far as your shoulders will allow. Exhale, bringing the hands, keeping the arms long, rounding the chin towards the chest, rounding the shoulders. Inhale here, open up again towards the sky. Exhale and just release your hands. Release your arms, rocking side to side. And then exhale, cactus the arms down. Let's do that one more time. Interlacing the hands together, allowing that left thumb to hang out a little bit. We'll inhale our arms up above the head. Notice if your shoulders feel a little bit different this time. Really engaging the core here. As we exhale, we'll bring our hands in front of us, arms long, chin towards the chest. Inhale, coming up. And as we exhale, we'll just lean side to side here. Take an inhale. And exhale, cactus the arms down. Maybe shake your hands a little bit, allowing your hands to release. And we're going to interlace our hands behind our back this time. Now, option to interlace the fingers if that feels good. If it doesn't, don't do it. You can just grab around or just grab your opposite wrist, whatever feels best in your hands. You can also grab a strap. Go ahead and bring your hands behind you in whatever fashion it feels good. And just begin to take the shoulders up towards the ears and rolling back. Continuing to open the shoulders here. Remembering our inhales and exhales. Keeping the hands intertwined, we're going to begin to bow forward, bending generously in the knees, sitting the hips back first, bending generously in the knees and coming forward. When you get here, go ahead and release the hands. Allowing them to hang here, allowing the spine to hang, bending generously in the knees. So much so that the top of the belly comes to the bottom of the belly comes to the top of the thighs. Go ahead and release your head towards the ground, and we're going to roll up. So press so much into your feet that your spine rolls up, hanging long. When you get to the top again, roll your shoulders and interlace your hands behind your back again, just taking a few shoulder rolls. And we'll do that again. Taking an inhale here, rolling the shoulders back, exhaling, bowing forward, bending generously in the knees, bringing the belly to the thighs, releasing the hands. We'll roll up. When you get there, we're going to do this one more time. Rolling the shoulders. I really like to repeat movements a lot because I notice with time my body opens up a lot more gently than just trying it once, or even revisiting the same postures later in a practice is really nice too. So when you're ready, exhale all your air as you bend into the knees. And when you get there, release your hands. This time, heel toe your feet as wide as the yoga mat. We're going to keep our knees bent just slightly and bring our hands to our elbows and just rock side to side. Extending the spine long, bringing the crown of the head towards the ground. Just allowing yourself to sway side to side, letting your torso hang. When you're ready, you can come back towards center and release the hands. If it feels good for you, you can bring blocks underneath your hands. And we're just going to take a few halfway lifts here. So our knees are bent slightly and our hands are on the ground or blocks. And we're just going to press into our hands and press into our feet and lengthen our legs and our spine. Inhaling here. Exhale as we bow forward. Bringing the belly to the thighs, hands onto the ground. Inhaling again, taking another halfway lift here. Wide leg halfway lift. Exhaling, folding forward. One more. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, bowing forward. Keeping the knees bent. We're going to bring our left hand to our right shin or our right ankle. you choose. Release that right hand and bring it around your back, turning your gaze up towards your right shoulder. We're just taking a gentle twist here, allowing our hand on our right ankle to turn our torso up towards the sky. Doesn't have to be a huge twist, just opening the spine in different directions. Take an inhale here. And exhale, release towards center. Maybe take a halfway lift, inhaling, releasing the legs. Exhale, fold forward. Taking the right hand to the left knee, left shin or ankle. And then we'll release that left hand and bring it around the back, just gently twisting towards the left. Again, using that right hand to leverage ourselves into the twist. Taking some deep inhales and exhales here. Inhale, and then exhale towards center, releasing both hands. Take an inhale here and halfway lift, lengthening the spine and the legs. And exhale, bow forward. This time we're going to come back down to seated. So you can bring your hands to blocks and just walk your hands back or your feet back until you come to your knees and come to seated. You can come to seated however you'd like. It doesn't need to be graceful. I always say that. You can do it however your body feels good. When you get here, take just a few moments to become centered on your mat. We're going to leave our left leg tucked towards our body, and we're going to bring our right leg out. Again, the toes we always want pointed towards the sky, slight bend in the knee, and our left foot is tucked. We're going to lengthen the crown of the head up towards the sky, rolling the shoulders back, and we'll walk our hands forward. Just getting some mobility in that hip and the muscles in our legs, especially that hamstring. Taking some inhales and exhales here. Only go as far forward as it feels good, remembering to keep a flat back. When you get there, you can bow your head if it feels good too. Taking a few moments here. On your next inhale, walk your hands back towards center, lengthening the spine. We're going to walk our foot out just slightly so that our knee and our shin are at a 90-degree angle, if that feels good. You can keep it a little bit more tucked too if you feel any pulling in your knee. We're going to take that right leg and we're going to swing it around just so that our right thigh is angled out directly from our hip, and then there's a 90-degree angle facing outward with our right shin. So we're going to lean forward here. So our legs are both at 90-degree angle going in the same direction, deer pose. And we're going to walk our hands forward. Again, straight spine, walking over that front hip. So you might feel this in a lot of places. This can be a really intense pose. So if your knees, like I said, are not able to go into a 90-degree, honor your body and just close your knee a little bit more. Don't have the angle be as severe. So we're bent over our left knee, so we might be feeling it in the outer part of our left hip, and we might be feeling it on the right side, on the inside of our right leg, on the muscles that attach to our hips. You might even be feeling it into your low back. There's lots of places that you might feel this pose. So just releasing some of the muscles around our hips, especially in winter. Like I said, we tend to go inward and stay inside a lot, and our hips can get really tight from sitting. So just honoring where your body is, taking deep inhales and exhales. When you're ready, walk your hands back, lifting the spine. This right leg is going to extend and come out and around in front of our body, directly and straight in line with our hip. We'll pick up our left shin and ankle and bring it up on top of our right thigh. So nice little figure 4 here, except our right leg is straightened. And again, if this feels good and you're feeling it in your left hip, you can stay here. If you'd like, you can walk forward, again with a flat back. If it's available in your body, you can go into full fire log pose where you tuck this right knee underneath this right leg. and stack the left knee over the right ankle. I'm not there today, and I don't want to be. I want to make this a little bit more restorative in my body. Fire log pose can be really intense. Brings a lot of fire, that fire energy, right? So if you need something to build some heat in your body, that's a great pose. Staying here for just a few breaths. And when you're ready, lengthening the spine, sitting up tall, releasing the left leg, and go ahead and just give your legs a little shake here. Just releasing those. We're going to take it to the other side. So we're going to tuck our left foot towards our center, allowing the left one to come out. If this feels good and you want to chill here, cool. If you want to, you can begin to walk your hands forward. Again, straight spine. When you get wherever you're going, as far forward as you can go, you can bow your head. As best we can, we want to keep our spine straight to prevent any injuries in the low back or that area. And again, we want to keep our toes up towards the sky, protecting the knee. Coming inward here, coming to yourself. What are you feeling in your body? Notice with curiosity. If you notice your mind wandering away, come back to your breath. Releasing your last exhale on your inhale, coming up. Option to keep your right leg where it is, or you can walk it out just a little bit so that you extend that angle on the right knee. And we're going to pick up, you can even help yourself, pick up that left thigh and bring it out directly to the side. Immediately you might feel some stretching in that inner left thigh. If this feels good, you can anchor yourself here and just place your hand down. And if this is enough fire for you today, stay here, no worries. If you'd want a little more, you can begin to walk your hands out over your right leg, over your right shin. Holding poses can be really hard sometimes. Our minds tend to wander, so this is the time where we practice curiosity of our experience, staying with it even when it's intense, and coming to our breath. Our breath tells our body that everything's okay. So even when things are intense and fiery, we can still deep breathe. Release your last exhale here. And on your inhale, walk your hands back up, lengthening the spine again. Again, helping yourself, pulling that left leg around, straightening it out in front of you. You can pick up that right shin and crossing that right ankle over the left thigh. Want to be careful it's not right on top of the knee. It puts a lot of pressure on top of that. If this feels good, stay here. If you want to walk forward, go ahead. So I'm feeling a lot of sensation, a lot more than I was on my left. I'm feeling a lot more sensation in my right knee here. This stretch is more intense on this side, so I'm going to stay upright now. So this is a good example of honoring your body and where it is today. Coming here, you can even close your eyes as always. Coming to your breath, coming inward, coming to yourself. Release your last exhale. And then open your eyes, go ahead and release that right leg and give your legs a little shake here. Go ahead and cross your legs as we come towards the end of our practice together, coming to seated. You can take any other poses that feel good for you here if you'd like. But when you finish this video, and if you'd like to keep practicing it throughout the winter time or other videos that I have or from other yoga teachers, any kind of movement that you can get in your body to just keep it active and ready to go, especially if you're sedentary, can be helpful. Some other winter solstice practices that can be really nice is to honor the rising of the sun And so rising with the sun, maybe doing a short yoga practice or meditation, just honoring the light that's coming more and more each day. This is also a time where we're coming up on our new year, and so taking some time to reflect back on this past year and what it's brought for you. And then also, as always, just eating warm, nourishing foods and staying inside and resting whenever you can. Thank you so much for taking your time and practicing with me today. May you be well.